Welcome to Red V TV, supported by Chapel House Cars for the 2024 season, where car swap is still on for the next few days if you get down there, and the guys will sort you out. Kevin, it's 22 days to go. We're now into the players that everyone has heard of. That's not to say our young prospects won't be the stars of the future, but we are into the players now with a fair amount of appearances between them. So without further ado, Kevin, I think we better get on to our number 22.
Without further ado, it's number 22. His name doesn't rhyme with anything like that, but it's Sam Royle.
He's still got that black eye from last year.
Yeah, he needs to get that seen too, doesn't he?
Right, Kevin, I'm going to ask you some questions and I want yes or no answers.
Okay.
At this moment in time, is Sam Royle in our best 17?
No.
Is Sam Royle good enough to be in the Saints squad and come in and do a job when necessary?
Yes.
Does Sam Royle still have the potential to improve?
Yes.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I almost feel that a fair amount of our fan base expect every single player that we have in the 25 or the 32-man squad to be world beaters and be in the best 17 every week, not realising that we are in a salary cap sport and your Sam Royals of this world are the reason why we are such a good club.
Yeah, the next player as well falls under that bracket, and we'll discuss him tomorrow. But I think that's such a fair comment that you can't expect everyone to be a world beater. Back in 2006, the whole squad wasn't a world beater. Back in like the turn of the century, 1999, 2000, 2001, not everybody was a world beater. You need people like Sam Royle to be in your squad, to go and get game time somewhere, maybe like go out to Swinton, but to be ready to come in and do a job. And when he came in last season, I thought, if I'm being completely brutally honest, I thought that he was hard done to at Hull KR, being expected to do a full or pretty much a full game. I know he got brought off when he was tired. He probably should have been brought off before that. I think maybe he could have been managed a little bit better there. But he comes in and he gets through his work. He does his job. And once again, we speak about this during the season. I know we spoke about it last year. When you start getting match sharpness rather than just being match fit, he starts getting better. He starts getting more confidence. He starts being able to do things that he won't do if he's getting 20 minutes here or 10 minutes there, where he's kind of being able to show what he can do. It's no offense to Sam. After this point in his career, he's not a Curtis Sirenen. He's not a Morgan Knowles. But he just needs to be Sam Royle, and he just needs to be better than those behind him. He needs to improve to push into that match day 17, because he'll be in and around the 21, I'd imagine, quite a bit. I know we've got quite a bit in front of him, but he'll be in and around the 21, and he just needs to make sure that he's improving at a better rate than those below him, so he's the one that they keep on. I know he's only signed a one-year deal, and as I say, I mean, you look at it first team-wise, Batch is in front of him. This is taking Sione out as well. Batch is in front of him. Morgan Knowles is in front of him. James Bell's in front of him. Curtis Sirenen. Jake Wingfield technically playing 13 rather than prop. Matt Whitley, all in front of him. But last year, we had problems keeping a lot of our back row on the field. Joe Batch had an injury hit year. Curtis Sirenen as well. We obviously have disciplinary issues. So there's a chance for him to get game time. And if he gets that run of games, he's got to show why he should be in ahead of them. It's a very, very tough ask, though.
It is a tough ask, but based on last season, Kev, well, let's start in 2022. He made his debut. Sorry, 2021 made his debut. 2022, he made 5 appearances, I think it was. Last season, he was up to 15 appearances. I think if Sam gets another 15, 16, 17 appearances this season and is able to compete, I think it'll be another good year for him. I actually think he's past the stage where you don't even consider letting him go out on loan or on dual reg. He's in and around that squad, and he should be pushing. Well, he should be, for me, looking to be in that 21-man squad every single week. And he should be in the rotation in that back line. In the forward line. Now, we noticed, and we mentioned it on the Instant Fan Reaction at the weekend, he looks like he's put size on. And it'll be interesting to see how that changes his game, whether it makes him have a little bit more aggression, whether it gives him that little bit more to go forward. I think if you could argue anything over the last couple of seasons, he's looked a little bit on the light side, but that comes with the physical development. He seems to be, he's filling out, isn't he, Kevin? He's being fed by his mother.
We say this about how players develop at different ages, and it's the same with that. It's not through lack of trying. I've got like a friend of a friend of a friend of Sam, and he's been telling me about the diet that he was on last season. And when you hear about what he's been having compared to the size of him, I'm thinking, I eat that much, and I'm a fat knacker.
Yeah, but he's running about on a daily basis. You're sat at a computer.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm pushing a pen about to desk.
But it is true, isn't it? Like, and I think if you ever listen to any like the fitness guys or the sports science type people, the time to put your bulk on is in the off season. It's very hard to put bulk on in season. In season, it's all about basically staying ready for games, isn't it? The off season is the chance to put that size on. I genuinely think it's going to be quite a big year for Sam. And I think he's going to prove, I don't want to say prove people wrong, but show his worth, and you'll get some of the naysayers off his back a little bit.
I genuinely hope so, because I think he's well regarded at the club. The fact that he's captained us all the way through the age ranges, you don't just get given the captain's armband just on a whim. It's earned. And because he's done that all the way through, and he led us out to a youthful team, as we've said, against Swinton, but he was the one leading us out. So I hope he has a good year. I'd probably argue that a lot of people will hope that we can keep players fit, and Sam just gets his chance as and when, because he's ripping it up in training. But I think he's going to get his chance just because any new rules that come in that see players suspended, any injuries that we pick up, we've got that strength in depth in the back line that we don't have to risk people who aren't firing towards 100%.
Yeah, I'm sure the disciplinary committee will ensure Sam Royle gets plenty of games this season.
Definitely.
But yeah, how many appearances would be ideal for Sam to get this season for you? What's a good year for Sam? What's an average season? What's a poor season in terms of appearances?
I think if he just gets a handful, he might see that as quite poor, because he'll be pushing for more than that. I think if he gets around 10, be about average, and then, as you say, 16 and onwards, that's probably an absolutely cracking season for
him. He's obviously signed a 1-year deal this year. Will he be hoping to basically show the club that he's worthy of a longer one and not just 1-year extensions?
Yeah, definitely. He's still at a good age, so it'd be perfect for him for stability as well. Because there's a Super League player there, and he's just got to kind of match the levels that Saints are at. And there's no saying he can't do that, but he's just got to match them levels.
Is it fair to say, like, he's obviously one of the, we've mentioned it previously, one of the clever guys in the squad. He was doing his university degree. He's now 23. I don't want to say did it hinder his development, but is it easy to think he's 23, should be further on than he is when he's only been in that full-time environment for 2 years?
Possibly so. I think sometimes you can get a little bit blindsided by that. I think obviously the stop-start nature of 2020 season as well hasn't helped some of the younger lads coming through. It's probably starting evening out now, but he's possibly one of them who's feeling a bit of a hangover from that.
Absolutely. Okay, let's hope Sam Royle has a big year. And we'll be back tomorrow, Kevin, where it will be 3 weeks until the start of the new season. And with it being 3 weeks, Kevin, you know exactly how many days that is.
21.
Good man. Good at maths. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you tomorrow.